Okay, so they want us to prove an identity. I'm going to work on the left-hand side, and you can see I've got a cosine minus cosine in the numerator, and then I've got a sine plus sine in the denominator. And I want it all to equal this cute little minus tangent t. Okay, so this is going to be a right on the giant chalkboard, you know, like in the movies problem, but it'll be fun. Okay, so cosine 4t minus cosine 2t. So I want to have the formula. We don't usually, when we're proving an identity, write the formula right in front of us. You could write it over to the side. Cosine alpha minus cosine beta equals, oh, that's the one we just used, minus 2 sine alpha plus beta over 2. And then it was sine alpha minus beta over 2. And then we're going to need the sine plus sine formula. So sine alpha plus sine beta is equal to, where is it? 2 sine alpha plus beta over 2 cosine alpha minus beta over 2. Okay, so now we'll just start putting stuff in. So I'm going to start with this one up here, and I'll write it in orange so maybe you can see it better. Minus 2 sine, and then my alpha is 4t plus 2t, because my beta is 2t, over 2. And then I have sine, got to keep with the formula here, 4t minus 2t over 2. Okay. And then in the denominator, I probably should double check and make sure I wrote everything right. 4t plus 2t, yeah, that looks good. 4t minus 2t, I've got the signs right. Okay. So now for the denominator, I'm going to use this one, 2 sine. Now, fortunately, the alpha and beta stayed the same, so that's nice. 4t plus 2t over 2. And cosine 4t minus 2t over 2. Okay. Now, I'm going to do something exciting. You kind of have to stand back and look at the problem. But I can cancel that 2 with that 2. I'm going to have a minus something, you know, because of that right there. But look, that's okay. I want a minus. Okay. And then do you see that this whole thing is the same as this whole thing? You have multiplication, so those can just cancel. So you could go 6t over 2 and simplify and do stuff, but it's not necessary. They can cancel right now. Okay, now let's see what we have. Well, you could even go further than that, but I think I better not. Okay, so now I have minus sine. I'm going to go ahead and simplify this in the parentheses. So 4t minus 2t is 2t over 2. And then I'm going to have it over cosine 2t over 2. And those are the same, right? You know, your angle here is the same, 2t over 2 and 2t over 2. It's going to simplify. Let's simplify it. Sine t over cosine. But sine over cosine is tangent. But what I was going to tell you is, you can think of this as like the angle, and it's the same here, right? So you could have gone to tangent right there. You could have even done it back here, because that's the same angle as that. But I didn't want to confuse you, so I didn't do that. I simplified the angle, because you're going to have to simplify it anyway eventually. And then, but we had sine over cosine, and the minus signs there, and everything worked out. And it's a green box, but there you go. All right.